The huge structure west of the Colosseum, which was built on a podium measuring about 145 by 100 meters, is the Temple of Venus and Roma. Here in the map it is marked in red. In the following, we want to take a closer look at this temple. The sanctuary is dedicated to Venus, the goddess of love, and the goddess of Rome, Roma. It was started by Emperor Hadrian in 121 and inaugurated in 135. It was completed only under his successor, Emperor Antoninus Pius, in 141. At that time, it was the largest temple in the city of Rome and would remain so to this day. At the beginning of construction, the colossal bronze statue of Nero stood on the site, which would later give the Colosseum its name. Emperor Vespasian had already had it reworked into a statue of the sun god Helios. Hadrian now had this statue moved closer to the Colosseum, which, according to ancient reports, required 24 elephants. This photo shows the remains of the temple as seen from the Colosseum. You can see the remains of the column that stood along the long sides of the site. The temple itself had 20 columns on the long sides and 10 on the fronts. Inside the building, there were 2 semicircular cella, the back walls of which bordered each other. The 2 rooms only received their semicircular shape through a reconstruction after a fire in 307. The western of the 2 cella, in which a statue of the city goddess, Roma, stood, is better preserved today than the eastern one, as it is incorporated into the monastery of Santa Francesca Romana. Some of the large columns made of red porphyry, which divided the interior of the building, are still preserved here. The cella on the opposite side, dedicated to the goddess Venus and facing the Colosseum, is less well preserved today. The wonderful overall impression with a colorful marble floor and walls and ceilings decorated with stucco can unfortunately only be guessed at today with a lot of imagination. In order to be able to give a certain impression of the original shape of the sanctuary in antiquity, I show you this illustration. It shows the temple and its columned halls. On the right in the foreground you can see the Arch of Titus and behind it the Temple of Jupiter Stator. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you won't miss new ones.